This is Jeremiah Israel, and this is the Jeremiah Report. That's right, the Jeremiah Report. Check it out, man. And I know you heard about this story. A millionaire, DuPont family heir, was spared jail for raping his 3-year-old daughter because judge decided he would not fare well behind bars. Ask yourself this question. Who does fare well behind bars? Alright, that's the point. But anyway, check it out. And it's simple. Alright, y'all people gotta understand something. Rich people, wealthy people, especially big time, most wealthy people have connections. Wealthy people are not going to imprison wealthy people. I mean, for him to get off from that with a slap on the wrist, they might as well get rid of all the jail cells, because that's the most nastiest, the most insane, the most dirty, the most, I mean, you can't get no worse than raping your own daughter who's 3 years old. What will make you rape your own daughter? Alright? What will make you rape your own daughter? I would like to know. Alright? I mean, what goes in the mind of some people to rape their own daughter? It's getting madness out here. It's insane. I'm telling you, man. Sodom and Gomorrah. America's falling by the seams. It's insane. I mean, really. I mean, this man would have been thrown under the bus back in the 70s and 80s. But now, it seems like he's protected. He got an invisible shield that blocks him. Obviously, he's a millionaire or a billionaire? Doesn't matter. He's a millionaire. This man is in some kind of club, like most millionaires and most billionaires, and they got off from committing a crime. Let me ask you a question. If this man could get away from raping his daughter, what makes you think, what if he decided to kill the black man? What if he decided to kill rape a black woman? Or rape any woman? Alright? And as simple as that, just because he's a millionaire, he will get off. 9 out of 10. Because it's a club. And the millionaires are the one that own the justice system. The millionaires are the one that owns the police department. The millionaires own the businesses. Millionaires own the courts. Alright? It's theirs. If they get in trouble or something like that, they can get off with a slap on the wrist and nobody can do anything about it. It's theirs. Everybody want to assume that all of a sudden, just because you're paying taxes and so forth and so on, that the judicial system is yours. In fact, most of the people are privatizing the police force. They have privatized armies, military personnel. They are privatizing the police force. So if they're privatizing the police force, who you think is privatizing them? That's right, millionaires. So what makes you think the police department still works for the people? Well, I pay my tax dollars. I pay my tax dollars. I pay my tax dollars. Excuse me. There's a report that 85% of your tax dollars is not going back to the United States of America, but actually funding the military. So you tell me who's keeping up the police department and judicial system. Huh? You tell me. If 85% of people, 85% of your taxes going to the armed forces, who's keeping up the judicial system, the police department? Who is paying these judges? Who is paying these lawyers? And so forth and so on. You really think the people that's getting paid by these millionaires and billionaires going to attack one of their own? It's a club. When you start making clubs like red and blue and the police force against the fire department, Air Force against, Navy against Army, stuff like that, you're no longer in a free country. You're no longer in a free country. If this people is in that club in law enforcement, who is paying law enforcement, who takes people out during giving presents, money presents, giving big ass raises, and so forth and so on to lawyers and judges, and had been doing for a long time and putting money under the table. You really think they're going to convict one of their own? They will convict you for jaywalking and send you in jail for 3 to 4 freaking years before they'll convict that man for anything that he does. It's not a typo. He got away. He's actually home in his mansion. For real. You set up this club thing all the way down from the hood, all the way down to the rich world, and you think that it won't be corrupted. This is what you get. You got the rich looking out for the rich. You got the rich looking out for the rich. You got the poor looking out for the poor, even though they have red, blue, black, all kinds of diversities in their clubs. You have people that like football looking out for each other. You have bad people like basketball looking out for each other, and all the stuff like that. And you don't think this thing won't happen? It happens all the damn time. They are running the judicial system. It's not called just us for nothing. They're talking about them. That's why they get away from the law when they break it. You're never going to really see a millionaire who got ties into the judicial system, lawyers, doctors, and so forth and so on, the judicial system, serving no time. You'll never see a millionaire serve no time. You damn sure won't see no billionaire serve no time, especially if they're white. Why are you surprised? Why? It's not a surprise to me. It shouldn't be a surprise to you. That man gonna go back in his house, probably still have custody of his kids, and probably rape her again. Probably when she get older, you probably rape her then. I'm serious. He is not going to lose custody of his children. He is in the club. Millionaires Club. You got Billionaires Club. And everything you hold dear in your civilization is run by these people. It's no longer you and your tax dollars. They circumvent that and put everything into the military, thinking that is where it's supposed to be to protect you in this society. And we'll take over the rest. That's what happened. And nobody knows. Next time you see a billionaire get in trouble, find, especially with rape or spousal abuse or some stuff like that, he will get off. Because they know if they send that man to jail, He will die there. No matter how long he goes there. 2, 3, 4, 5 years. He will die there. And which they don't want to do because they don't want to send their own to the electric chair. Which, if you had a club and you knew a person for a long time and he gets in trouble, would you send him to an electric chair? Or would you think about it? And find a loophole in the law to give him a slap on the wrist. That's what happened. You can't send millionaires, 2 millionaires, to get a fair trial. It's a club. Black people are not in this club. That's why it's a fire sale for black people. Fire sale, fire sale, fire sale. All day, every day. A black millionaire get in trouble, fire sale. A poor black man get in trouble like he did, fire sale. Throw you to the wolves. All day, every day. That's why I talked about you're never going to be really free until you get your own land. Can't be free in somebody else's country. It's madness. And whoever thought of that is a lunatic. Make sense? I know you heard about this man. Millionaire DuPont family heir was spared jail for raping 3-year-old daughter. Can you get any worse than that? In jail? A crime? Can you get any worse than that? No, you cannot get any worse than that. You could shoot somebody, kill somebody. It won't be worse than raping a little girl. I mean, personally, nowadays, if you steal something, you'll get more time than you kill somebody. That's how crazy this world is. And you surprised? Damn shame. Damn shame. But since he's going to be acquitted, I don't think he's going to be registered as a sex offender. Ain't nothing going... He ain't going to get convicted of nothing. He going to go about his life all day, probably give him a 1-year probationary and slap on the wrist, and he could go about his life. And you know what? You will help because you'll forget his face. After this, give it a few months, you'll forget this man's face, and he'll go about his business. And he's a millionaire. This is Jeremiah Israel, and this is the Jeremiah Report.